Listen, if they can't accept you because you don't know the Hebrew calendar, then they just don't accept you.
Right.
Stop trying to act like you know something you don't know. Scarcely. Mashiach said, wide is the road that leads to destruction. Narrow is the path of the way. And very few therein that find it. You can search through that Bible and read and never find the truth. Because the truth ain't just in studying. The truth is through revelation. The truth is yielding your heart to the Most High so that the presence of the Most High can indwell in you. This is why he asked them, who do men say that I am? You heard, you know the culture. Who do men say that I am? Some say this, some say that. All this stuff about hearsay. I heard such and such over there talking about that. I heard such and such say you John the Baptist. I heard such and say you Elijah. I heard such and say you Isaiah. All these people. But Peter, he said, nobody had to tell me that you were the Christ. And Mashiach confirmed that it was the Ruach, that it was the Spirit of the Most High that revealed it to you. The only way, if you say you got the revelation that you was an Israelite through the Spirit, then clearly you should get the revelation of what you're supposed to be preaching.
Right.
Clearly. There's no question. Right? Come on, read.
Preach the word as an official messenger. Be ready when the time is right, and even when the time is not.
Be in season, out of season, some translations say. He say, Timothy, don't slip. See, some of us coming to the awakening, and we get slack. We get calmed down. And the only time we want to declare it is to prove to somebody that they're an Israelite. That's the only time we want to declare. Timothy he's telling Timothy, be ready in season, out of season to preach the good news. Not when you feel good and not when it's going good, and don't slack up when it's going bad. No, you have to be fire all the time. Right. Your circumstances does not change your mood towards the Most High. So when it's going good, I'm still fasting and praying. When it's going good, I'm still worshiping his name. I'm not going to allow the bad things of my environment to cause me to come into worship and not be on my mind and not be on him. That's right. I'm going to check that at the door. Matter of fact, I'm going to check it at my house. Yes, sir. I'm going to check it before I get in the car. No, this thing is not going to overtake me. It's not going to overshadow. It's not going to ruin my day. You have control and power and authority over your day. The only reason why you got doom and gloom is because you allow it. You allow your situation to be what it is. You got the authority to change your situation.
I know.
You got the authority to do it. Come on, read. What it say? What did he tell Timothy?
Preach the word as an official messenger. Ready when the time is right, and even when the time is not. Keep your sense of urgency, whether the opportunity seems favorable or unfavorable.
See that? He said, keep your urgency, even if it seems favorable or unfavorable. Urgency is this. You need to declare the good news, beloved, that Mashiach is coming back, even though you don't know when he's coming back. Stop trying to figure out when he's coming back. Just know that he's coming back. So your urgency of knowing he's coming back is what drives you to declare the good news. Not because you fear that if I don't do it, I'm going to be lost, or you fear that if I do it, I'm going to get in the kingdom. No, you do it because of what he did for you and because of who he is, not because of all these other additives. He said, listen, be urgent. Make sure that every day you wake up, you are driven by declaring the good news. You are driven about how good he is. You are driven that he died for you, which means when you go into Walmart, you're looking for an opportunity to tell somebody how good he is. Come on. You go on your job. You're looking for an opportunity. Every day I pray that I get up. Father, give me an opportunity that somebody is lost, that you open up a door so I can have a conversation that would declare your goodness of who you is. Give me the wisdom, because the man who wins souls is wise. Give me the wisdom and the intellect on when to go ahead and move into telling them who you are. Give me the wisdom and the intellect to be able to be articulative of declaring your good news of who you are. We shouldn't have to dumb ourselves down, or we shouldn't have to sound or conjure up articulation. It should already be in you. Why? Because it's the presence that draws them. The Bible says it's the spirit that draws men, not the information, not the education, but the spirit that draws them, right? Come on, read what he say.
Keep your sense of urgency, whether the opportunity seems favorable or unfavorable.
I'm urgent because it's 13 minutes on the clock. Come on.
Whether convenient or inconvenient, whether welcome or unwelcome.
Welcome or unwelcome. See, listen. I'm not preaching no message to you so you can be my buddy.
Right.
We better wake up. You don't need to teach a message or let me say this. You don't have to act, because some of us are putting on a facade that we more Israel than what we is. You know you don't know this. Stop pretending that you know what you don't know.
Right.
You know that's flattery. See, we don't talk about gluttony and flattery as being a sin. It's flattery when you try to act like you know something and you got to use the same words as somebody, because you got to prove to them that you hip on game. What you're doing, you're deceiving yourself, because the Most High gonna put you in a position that's gonna prove that you don't know what you know. So be careful with trying to parade and be around and act like this. Listen, if they can't accept you because you don't know the Hebrew calendar, then they just don't accept you.
Right.
Stop trying to act like you know something you don't know. Don't do that.
My Lord.
Don't pretend you don't know Hebrew. Like you know Hebrew. You don't know Hebrew, don't know it. Don't front. Don't front. You'll be in a situation I throw up an aleph up there, I'll be like, what's this? Wait a minute, but you name banging. But you don't know you don't know what a dollar is, you don't know what a gimel is, a yod, a ayin. I throw a pictograph, a paleo up there, you don't know what an ox head is. I'm like, what? Come on, we have to stop this. Read that verse again, what he's telling Timothy to do. He's telling Timothy to rely on the Ruach. Come on.
Keep your sense of urgency, whether the opportunity seems favorable or unfavorable.
Come on.
Whether convenient or inconvenient, whether welcome or unwelcome. Correct those who are in error in doctrine and behavior.
Listen what he's saying. See, the Spirit gonna show you how to see. It's a way how to correct.
Right.
See, most of us don't know how to correct without losing somebody. In fact, we always want to correct. See, it's not the right spirit to always want to correct. You find somebody always trying to correct you, they not functioning in the spirit of the Ruach.
Right.
Because sometimes, see, one thing about the spirit is this. The spirit ain't trying to make you feel bad.
Right. This is right.
It's not trying to make you feel bad. Person always want to correct. They got an ego problem, or they're a narcissist. Because they want to prove, they always want to get somebody into them. I can hear something that's wrong and won't say nothing. You know why? Because I already know one thing. That if I talk to the Most High, you'll get it down the road. You'll get it down the road. Because I'm not trying to correct. I'm not trying to prove to you what I know. I'm resolved in who I am. I'm resolved. Some people say, well, should I call you Moray? Should I call you doctor? Should I call you bishop? Whatever you want to call me. What makes you feel good? What makes you feel good to you? You know, don't try to get up and, I forgot to call him doctor. See that? I'm not dealing with that. One dude got upset with me because I called him pastor. I'm an apostle. Now, I'm like, first of all, you don't even have the fruit to being a pastor. You don't even have the spirit of a pastor. You want me to correct you? I'm an apostle. Like that's a downgrade.
Yeah.
You know, they done categorize this stuff. Apostle, he referred to pastor, the lad. That ain't how the Most High look at that. And how the Most High, he said, I'm going to send you pastors after my heart, right?
Right.
That's what he said. I'm going to send you nurturers. Moshe was a pastor. He's a nurturer. The people needed that coming out of Egypt. They didn't need a warrior like Joshua.
That's right.
They already been beat down. So the wisdom of the Most High, he sends you people in your life based on where you at. See, we trying to, I want this person to mentor me. Well, you ain't even in a stage in your life where you want to be mentored. You trying what it is you infatuated with the fact that they may have some understanding that you want to possess. So you playing mind games by saying, I want you to mentor me. But really, do you really understand what that means? You don't really understand the totality of really what that means. And then when somebody try to help position you, because, people get offended when we say correct. When you try to shift them, they get offended or they don't even want to receive. But you want to be mentored. No, just say, hey, man, I want the information you got. And let's be real about it. We both can be real with one another, right? That's it. Come on, read what it says. We ain't going to get through this. Come on, let's go. Let's try to get through this.
Those who err in doctrine and behavior. Warn those who sin.
So he says, correct those who err in doctrine. Not because you got a personal preference, but then he also say, warn them about sin, right? And what else? What's next?
Exhort and encourage those
who... this way everybody miss it. Within the correction, you have to have the patience to exhort the people. Because at some point in time, you have to still love them through the process of their failure. Then because you view them, other people may view it as failure. The one who's filled with the Ruach, who has the pastor's heart, understand that they're going through a process. So when you see the process, you stick close with them or you give them space. But you still pray for them and ask the Father to create the opportunity to bring forth the correction of love. Which means there comes a time where everybody has an exhorting time. Right. This is why we have exhortation. Exhortation is to encourage you. That's right. It's not about being deep and theological. It's about encouragement of how the Most High can use you, take you place, how he's with you. You having a bad day. That's the bad day message.
All right.
Of encouragement, right? Amen. Come on, read. What it say? 6 minutes.
Exhort and encourage those who growing towards spiritual maturity. With inexhaustible patience.
Ooh, stop right there. Listen what he say. He say, see, it's so many leaders out here, they don't got no patience. They don't have no patience. You go to your, most of us been through, you go to your pastor, I done came in this, understanding this truth. You in the cult. Look, you come back here with this man, I'm throwing you out the church. You don't have no patience. They got patience to get that money though, right?
Oh, I'm very patient.
But they don't have no patience. You have to have patience. How many times did the disciples, because that's what they are, disciples, continuous learners, going through their process before they become apostles. How many times did they fall and fail? Yeah. And Yeshua say, hey, then he got frustrated with them, not because he anticipated them falling. He got frustrated with them because he's trying to get them to understand you should already see your error. And so he says, how long am I going to be with you? How long am I going to be? That wasn't a statement to make them feel bad. That was a statement to encourage them. How long am I going to be with y'all? I've given you the authority to heal the sick, and you doubting yourself. I've given you the authority to cast out demons, and you doubting yourself. How long am I going to be with you? A time is coming where they're going to spike the shepherd, and y'all going to scatter. And when you scatter, you're not going to have the comfort of relying on each other as prayer partners no more. That's why you have to get all that you can get now. Because it may be a time when if you move out of town, you leave, whatever it is, and you can't get to something, your buddy or whoever it is, their cell phone number might, change, or they might not pay their bill, whatever it is, you can't get in contact with them. That's why I'm telling everybody here, if the Most High create an opportunity for you and your mother to have a conversation, you ain't got to call me. Bishop, I need you to talk to my mama because I want her to get the truth. Why he can't? Why the Most High can't use you?
Right.
He can. Here's the thing. You have to yield yourself. Instead of calling me to use me to speak to her, you should be watching me how I walk. And that way, my walk should be an example to how you reach people.